My name is Richard Ripley. I'm not a traditional candidate. I'm just a normal average guy in the city who has an issue with the city administration about public safety. First, as you will hear, I am very passionate about when it comes to public safety and the safety of seniors like myself and our children, our youth. We all have our own personal reasons for seeking political office. I was reluctant to enter the race for mayor. The current administration left me no choice. After months of repeatedly reporting to the administration that my life was threatened by the dangerous driving behavior of bad drivers and pleading with them to publicly address this threat to the people of Brockton, before someone is seriously hurt, my pleas went unanswered. The entire administration, from the mayor's office to the chief of police, to the city council, to the superintendent of schools, instead of acting responsibly and informing the public of the threat that awaits them on a public bus, especially the seniors and the children, they chose to build a Berlin Wall of silence to keep me quiet, so that the story did not get out. They have maintained this Berlin Wall of silence for the last 6 months. I could not accept that. I had to stand up to the administration, so I entered the race to use it as leverage to convince the administration to please publicly address this issue, this dangerous threat on the bus, before someone is seriously hurt. Since February 17, 2023, BAT, which is the Brockton Area Transit, the local bus company, has found approximately 50 of its drivers, some multiple times, guilty of violating the laws and policies set in place to keep passengers safe, including just 3 more drivers just last week, which I have all the emails and documents on. Let me explain what 50 drivers means. BAT has less than 100 total employees, which means that more than half of its drivers have been found guilty and disciplined by BAT for driving to endanger the safety of passengers, including young kids and senior citizens. I have reported 70 individual safety violations to BAT and this administration. Many of these same guilty drivers were so upset with me that they threatened to kill me. You heard that correct? They threatened to kill me. No. If I did not stop reporting these safety violations to both BAT and the city administration. I reported this threat to the Brockton Police and the Plymouth County District Attorney. It was determined that the drivers were giving me a warning and not a death threat. I want to say that what I'm telling you now is a small version of the truth. I have the full version I will be happy to give you when I'm done. I'm going to have to talk a little faster now to get this all in. So I believe that the people of Brockton, whether black, brown, or white, healthy or disabled, young or old, have an absolute right to get off that bus safely and be informed by the city leaders about this threat. I would say to the administration that just as you love your kids and grandkids and you want to protect them and keep them safe, the people of Brockton who ride the BAT buses also love their kids and their grandkids and they want to protect them and keep them safe. But they can't do that unless you, the administration, inform them of this threat. I've been trying to do that, but I'm not getting very far. Now, school starts in Brockton next week. I have repeatedly asked this administration and the superintendent of schools if they have the duty and responsibility to warn the parents of the children who ride BAT buses to school and also around town to visit grandparents or whatever about this threat that awaits their kids on a BAT bus. They have maintained their Berlin Wall of silence and have refused to answer my questions. We must protect our kids. We must protect our kids. I strongly urge the administration to put politics aside and immediately publicly address this threat before school starts and an unnecessary and totally avoidable tragedy occurs. I hope that some of you in this audience agree with me. Now I want to go into, under my administration, I will take public safety seriously and pledge to act responsibly and give the people of Brockton the information they need. Under my administration, I pledge to do my best to fight for the people of Brockton. Under my administration, I will be clear to all department heads it's a new day in Brockton, and we will hold them accountable and follow through. The days of dropped phone calls and promises and false promises to Brockton residents will be over. In short, I want you, the people, to hold me and my administration accountable. While it is natural that I will make mistakes, I pledge to be a quick learner and keep them in minimum. Finally, in conclusion, I understand and acknowledge that I am not a political novice. I'm a normal, everyday person who was enjoying my retirement and I was dragged into this race. But maybe that is exactly what the people of Brockton need. Someone who thinks outside the box and is beholden to no one. And is beholden to no one. I appreciate the opportunity to speak with you today. I'd be happy to answer all your questions. I know I can't do it right now. Give you any evidence you need. Sit and answer all your questions and satisfy any of your concerns. I also want to say thank you and the NAACP and all the volunteers for having us here today. Again, I apologize for